South Africa 0-1 Canada 2026 FIFA World Cup Full Match Analysis. The FIFA World Cup has always been a tournament where one moment can change everything. South Africa and Canada delivered exactly that in a tense round of 32 encounter. For over 90 minutes, both teams battled with determination, tactical discipline, and incredible defensive organization. Just when extra time seemed inevitable, Canada found the breakthrough. Steven Eustáquio became the hero with a dramatic goal in the 90+2 minute, securing a priceless 1-0 victory and sending Canada into the next round of the tournament. This was not a match filled with countless goals or non-stop attacking football. Instead, it was a tactical contest where patience, concentration, and resilience defined every minute. Fans witnessed two teams refusing to surrender even a single inch of space, making every opportunity feel incredibly valuable. A cautious beginning, the opening whistle, saw both nations approach the game carefully. South Africa wanted to use their speed on the wings and aggressive pressing to unsettle Canada early. Meanwhile, Canada focused on controlling possession and building attacks patiently from the back. The first 15 minutes featured plenty of midfield battles. Every tackle carried importance because both teams understood that knockout football leaves little room for mistakes. Canada maintained slightly more possession, while South Africa looked dangerous whenever they launched quick counterattacks. Neither goalkeeper had much work during the early stages, a reflection of how organized both defensive units remained throughout the first half. Midfield battle. The midfield became the true battlefield of the game. Canada attempted to dictate the tempo through short passing combinations, while South Africa disrupted their rhythm with disciplined pressing. Every interception sparked applause from supporters. Every successful tackle prevented dangerous situations before they could develop. Canada looked comfortable circulating possession, but South Africa consistently forced them wide, making it difficult to create clear scoring opportunities. Likewise, South Africa struggled to break Canada's defensive shape. It quickly became obvious that whichever team remained mentally stronger would likely decide the contest. South Africa's defensive discipline. One of South Africa's biggest strengths throughout the match was their defensive organization. Their backline maintained excellent positioning, rarely allowing Canada to exploit spaces between defenders. Whenever Canada attempted crosses into the penalty area, South African defenders reacted confidently by clearing the danger. Communication across the defensive unit remained outstanding. Players covered one another effectively, ensuring Canada had very few clear shots on target. Their tactical awareness kept the score level for nearly the entire match. Canada's patience. Although Canada enjoyed longer periods of possession, they refused to panic when chances failed to appear. Rather than forcing difficult passes, they recycled possession repeatedly, searching patiently for openings. This composure demonstrated maturity that successful knockout teams often possess. Canada trusted their system and continued believing that one opportunity would eventually arrive. The coaching staff also deserves recognition for maintaining tactical balance. Players resisted the temptation to overcommit forward and expose themselves defensively. Goalkeepers shine whenever either side managed to create opportunities. Both goalkeepers answered with confidence. Their positioning remained excellent throughout the contest. Rather than spectacular acrobatic saves every few minutes, their performances were built upon intelligent anticipation, commanding presence inside the penalty area, and calm decision-making. These qualities prevented nervous moments from becoming costly mistakes. Second-half pressure. After halftime, both teams increased the intensity. South Africa became more adventurous, attempting quicker transitions whenever possession was regained. Canada responded by increasing the speed of their passing combinations. The match gradually opened up, creating slightly more space in midfield than during the first half. Supporters sensed that one decisive moment was approaching. Still, both defenses refused to crack. Tactical adjustments. As the clock continued ticking, both coaches introduced fresh legs from the bench. The substitutes injected fresh energy into the contest. Canada's replacements offered greater movement between the lines, while South Africa added pace to their attacking transitions. These substitutions increased the tempo considerably during the final 20 minutes. The pressure mounted with every passing minute. The defining moment, just when the match appeared destined for extra time, Canada produced the decisive breakthrough. In the 90+2 minute, Steven Eustáquio found himself in the perfect position inside the attacking area. The opportunity was brief. There was no time for hesitation. Eustáquio remained composed, connected perfectly with the chance, and guided the ball into the net. The Canadian bench exploded with celebration. Players rushed toward the scorer. Supporters erupted inside the stadium. After 90 exhausting minutes of defensive battles, Canada had finally found the winning goal. It was a finish worthy of deciding a World Cup knockout match. Steven Eustáquio's match-winning contribution. While football remains a team sport, knockout tournaments often produce individual heroes. Steven Eustáquio became Canada's hero on this occasion. His movement, awareness, and composure under enormous pressure demonstrated exactly why experienced midfielders become invaluable during major tournaments. Rather than rushing his finish, he stayed calm when the decisive opportunity finally appeared. Those few seconds will undoubtedly become one of Canada's memorable World Cup moments. South Africa's heartbreaking exit. Despite suffering defeat, South Africa produced an admirable performance. Their defensive discipline frustrated Canada for almost the entire match. Their work ethic never disappeared. Every player fought tirelessly until the final whistle. Unfortunately, football can be cruel. One lapse in concentration during stoppage time proved enough to end their World Cup journey. Although disappointed, South Africa can leave the tournament with pride after demonstrating courage, commitment, and tactical discipline against a strong opponent. Canada's road ahead. Canada's qualification represents more than simply reaching the next round. Winning difficult knockout matches builds confidence. Victories achieved through patience often strengthen a team's belief that they can overcome even the toughest situations. This success could become an important turning point in Canada's World Cup campaign. If they continue combining defensive stability with intelligent attacking football, they may become one of the tournament's dangerous outsiders. Lessons from the match. Several important lessons emerged from this contest. First, patience remains one of football's greatest strengths. Second, defensive organization can neutralize even talented attacking teams. Third, concentration until the very last whistle is absolutely essential. Finally, knockout football rewards teams capable of seizing the smallest opportunities. Canada demonstrated each of these qualities. South Africa displayed many of them as well, but ultimately lacked the decisive finishing touch. Final thoughts. South Africa versus Canada may have finished with only one goal, but it delivered everything football supporters appreciate about World Cup knockout matches. The tension remained high from beginning to end. Every challenge mattered, every pass carried importance, every minute increased the drama. When Steven Eustáquio scored in stoppage time, months of preparation and 90 minutes of relentless effort were rewarded with one unforgettable moment. Canada advances with confidence after proving they can remain patient under pressure and capitalize when the opportunity finally arrives. South Africa exits with dignity after producing one of the tournament's most disciplined defensive displays. Sometimes football is decided by spectacular attacking performances. Sometimes it is decided by a single opportunity. This match belonged to the second category. One goal, one hero, one unforgettable World Cup night. Soccer ball. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this match analysis, don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, and comment below. Share your thoughts on Canada's dramatic victory and Steven Eustáquio's unforgettable stoppage time winner.